And we're back. This is going to be crazy last minute, but I figured I had to get this development log out before the week was over. And I know it's Monday now, so clearly I'm pretty late, but better late than never. So today we're going to talk about the basic combat system. Just to be clear, this does not include key blast or any type of special techniques. That's coming up in a later video though. To begin, we have the basic movement. In the old build of the game, you'll notice that the character was able to wander anywhere, even in close combat situations. I wanted to correct that by making it so that the player keeps his eye on the enemy. Rotating around him instead of moving left to right, that was exactly what I was aiming for. I also made it so that you can quickly evade certain attacks by flipping backwards or dashing around the enemy. Speaking of dashing, I designed an all-new Dragon Dash, which you can see here. For those of you that want to approach the enemy fast, the Dragon Dash is pretty useful. However, if you're looking for something even faster, the newly implemented Homing Dragon Dash is definitely for you. By double tapping the dash button while charging, you can quickly run up on the enemy. Now we move on to the basic attacking combo. Being that this particular model is just a testing dummy, the combo isn't very thought out. As you can see, he can land a few hits, then he finishes up with the knockback. Another new feature I added was the ability to charge up your attacks. By holding different directional buttons, you can knock the enemy into said direction. Also worth noting, just like in the old build, juggling the enemy through teleportation is possible. As of right now, you can infinitely juggle the enemy, but I don't know, I may end up changing this in the future. So what exactly do you do if the enemy is constantly blocking? The best solution is to pull off some of the newly implemented stun attacks. By holding either the up or down direction and tapping the button for key blast, you can interrupt your combo to stun the enemy. However, this will have to take place at the end of an attack combo so you can break the blocking pattern. Another cool technique after stunning the enemy would be to finish it off with the heavy knockback. You can take advantage of these openings by hitting an enemy immediately after a stun. Here's another new feature that's kind of been changed. Unlike throwing in the previous build, these new throws are fully optimized to work with animation retargeting. The camera is also under animation control. I used two separate dummy animations, including a camera mask. Then, I retargeted the bones to match whatever models are on screen. The reason I decided to do this instead was to use that same code for cutscene based attacks later on. But let me flip it for a second. What happens if the enemy throws you instead? There are two ways to react to an enemy knockback. We have the old method, which involves tapping the guard button to catch yourself mid-air. An alternative would be to tap the down button as soon as you get close to the ground. I added in this last minute recovery because, well, to be honest, I just thought it looked cool. Also, if you happen to use the last minute ground recovery, tapping the dash button while sliding back will instantly push you into Dragon Dash mode. Again, this is just another thing I thought looked cool. Finally, I'll explain the whole purpose of animation retargeting. In the old build, I really had an issue with reanimating some of the basic animations. There was no reason to make a brand new gliding animation for every single character. Instead of wasting my time, I decided to use the animation override controller provided by Unity. Animation retargeting also comes in handy when I want to swap characters while only changing the animations that make it unique. An example of this would be the attack combo animation and the knockback animation. Each fighter attacks in a different way, right? But is there really any reason to make them all get knocked back in unique styles? With animation retargeting, I'm able to add fighters into the game without major problems and saving time. And that will conclude the development log for today. Hopefully, this video gave you some insight and or got you pretty hyped for the upcoming video. Key blast attacks and special techniques will be covered in the next video, but until then, feel free to enjoy the other ones before it. Oh, also, real quick, I recently set up a Patreon for those of you who want to go that extra mile and support me as a developer. So in the comments below, I'll leave a link for it, and also to the promo video I made. And yeah, that's all. Thank you for watching.